Welcome back. I'm glad you made it. Take a moment. You don't have to impress anyone here. Not tonight. You know, one of the strangest things about being human is how easily we become performers. Not actors, performers. Somewhere along the way, we learn that acceptance often comes after presentation. So we adjusted. We softened certain parts of ourselves. We exaggerated others. We smiled when we were exhausted. We laugh when something hurts. We said we were doing great because it was easier than explaining the truth. And eventually, the performance became so familiar, we stopped noticing we were performing at all. Have you ever caught yourself rehearsing a conversation before it even happened? Practicing how you'll sound, imagining how they'll react, changing your words, not because they aren't true, because they will be received better. You see, that's performance. Not because you're fake, because somewhere you learned that being accepted felt safer than being understood. I don't think most people are dishonest. I think they're tired. Tired of trying to be the version of themselves that everyone else applauds. Here's something I've noticed. The world rewards certainty. People admire confidence, quick answers, strong opinions, a polished image. But certainty isn't the same thing as peace. Some of the loudest people go home to the quietest doubts. So tonight, I want to ask you something. Not so you can answer me, so you can answer yourself. Who are you trying to convince? Your parents? Your friends? The internet? The people who underestimated you? The people who left? Or are you still trying to convince the younger version of yourself that you're finally enough? Because if every decision you make is designed to prove something, you'll spend your entire life chasing a finish line that just keeps moving. Imagine waking up tomorrow and nobody expected anything from you. No image to maintain, no reputation to defend yourself, no audience, no applause. What would stay? What would disappear? Who would you be if no one was watching? Maybe that's the real question. Not who am I, but what remains when I stop performing. I don't believe authenticity is something you find. I think it's what survives after you stop editing yourself. Maybe that's why honesty feels so uncomfortable. Because it doesn't just reveal the truth, it reveals how much energy we've spent avoiding it. So before you leave tonight, I'd like to leave you with one final question. When you look in the mirror, do you recognize yourself or the person you've become really good at presenting? You don't have to answer tonight. The booth isn't here to demand answers. It's here to ask better questions. Until next time, take good care of yourself and remember, the booth is always open.